on this computer. Okay. Hello. I'm Cristina Campbell.
I'm Sandy Rausch.
Is Sandy Rausch. And we're here tonight to guide you to understanding your virtual office a little bit better. There are some people who just don't have a clue where to find things, and we want to be able to answer those questions. We want to be able to, show you where it is and, make you a little bit more knowledgeable. The virtual office actually has a walkthrough. It's a video walkthrough when you first join ER, and we saw that last week when you were showing them
getting started.
Yeah, the getting started videos, and it is very helpful. But the thing is it doesn't go through everything.
No,
and time goes by, and oh, by the way, the virtual office has changed. It's changing. It's in the thralls of changing right now, so we have to kind of keep abreast. And even Sandy and I have said, wow, I didn't know this was under here. Wow, this is new. So if you have something that either we already covered with you, but you really would like a review, we don't have a problem with that. Or there's something specific, because I know last week specifically we wanted to make sure that we covered where do you find your Young Living website. If you want to buy a Young Living monthly fee website, we wanted to show you where that was, and it is very easy to find.
Under my account.
It's under my account. So it's under my account right here on the left hand side of your screen, and it's the last option. And so I have a subscription. I think it's $9.95 a month. And where is it taking that payment? Okay. And it's subscribed for as long as my credit card is good, actually. And you really can't do a whole lot with it, can you?
It's your branded, full-functioning Young Living website that showcases you to build your business. It is a subscription service that allows you to easily share short, memorable links to enroll new members and sell products, automatically credited to your downline.
So if somebody signs up on your website, it automatically populates your member number in the enroller and sponsor blank on that first sign-up page. So that's kind of good information.
And it's actually, if you even read down to the next, it shows you a sample of what my YL looks like. And it is a beautiful website. They've changed it a lot and really updated it.
Here's an example. This is Daniel Johnson, who is a distributor, and it will tell you, what the promos are for this month. And I'll move this over here. And shows you the premium starter kits and different single oils and all of that.
And when you go up a little bit, when you click enroll me, which I think that was up there, enroll me, this will definitely take who's ever on your website, will take them directly to you. Nobody else will be the sponsor and enroller. You will be the sponsor and enroller. So you can send people to your young My YL website if they want to enroll.
And it's only $9.95 a month. But if you're actually looking, and we covered this in launching your business, if you're actually looking for a business, if you want to run a Young Living business, then I personally think the Young Living website isn't going to be enough for you. Either look into Marketing Sense or Get Oiling. Get Oiling is all the craze right now because it incorporates everything. It incorporates your Zoom.
There's another one out there that's $8 a month, which is a new introductory offer, and they're pulling up a lot of different new things to their platform, very similar to to
Get Oiling.
Get Oiling, and really? It's only $8 a month right now. It's a very introductory offer, and you go to Essenti.com, ESSENTY, and yes, it's going to go up. So if you're interested in getting a very reasonably priced website that is going to have some amazing features, then check
Get in
out,
on the ground floor.
get in on the ground floor of Ascenti.com. And if you want to see one, I've actually got it. You can go to SandraRausch.com and see what it looks like.
Really?
Yes.
Cool.
That's
Just don't sign up under her if you're one of my
don't
people.
sign under me, but you can take a look at what it looks like anyway.
I'm just teasing.
Don't sign up. But you can take a peek at it under SandraRausch.com because I do have it and I like it a lot.
Oh, cool. That's neat to know. I didn't know that. Okay, so what we wanted to cover tonight, Sandy and I, did I give you an opportunity to ask any questions? Or did I just run right over you? Let me see if there's anything in the chat. There is. I just started on this yesterday. What is the site? You just started on what, Eileen?
I'm trying to type.
That's okay. You can just tell me.
I started on the Young Living website. That's what I started on yesterday. I wanted to see what it looked like, and I couldn't see it unless I started on it. I mean, it's okay. I'm actually checking out Sandra ones. Sandra.
Sandra, SandraRausch.com.
Yeah, I actually found it, and it looks pretty cool. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I was at. Yeah, I was asking.
Right now, they've got they're soon, like within the next 2 weeks, going to have the ability to do project broadcast for no extra charge.
Wow.
Ooh.
See, that's what Get Oiling does right now, but Get Oiling is around $54 a month.
Right. If you're just starting a business, that's a hefty amount per month.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to wait till you got a really substantial business. It can pay for your website anyway.
And it's called eSenty?
ESSENTY,
.com.
.com.
So I just put those both in the chat box, and we try to give you the latest and greatest information that we can possibly give you. So I hope that helps. Were there any other questions? Let's see, chat. I don't think there were. Okay, good. All right, so we're going to show you what we thought is pretty phenomenal. The international.
Oh, yeah.
So
this is cool.
I had a question the other day. I'm not going to mention any names. She may be on. I had a question the other day. Can we sign up a member in Iran? And I said, well, when I went to the international websites, we have Asia Pacific, we have Europe and Middle East and Africa. We have Latin America and we have North America. So I assumed because we had Europe and Middle East and Africa, that you would probably find Iran under there. Well, as going down, clicking on that link and going to becoming a member in Europe, it goes through the enrollment process for the UK and for Austria and Germany and all of those places. You'll see Croatia, the Czech Republic, Finland, France, Germany, Italy, Lithuania, Poland, Russia, Slovakia, Spain, Sweden, and the UK, Belgium, and then email according to language. So they have Polish email, French, Czech, all of this. Very, very comprehensive. We are a huge presence in Europe right now, and I was really glad to see that. However, when I went down a little further, I didn't see where we were in Iran. And lo and behold, we are not. And so that's, if you go alphabetically, you're going to see Germany, Iceland, Ireland, Italy, and Latvia. And then you're not going to see any Iran. Now, I have been known to send Doha, Qatar. I sent product to Doha, Qatar, many years ago. But I sent product from Utah. They would order it from Utah, and they would pay the shipping, I believe. Oh, I need to talk to Carolyn and find out how she did it. And had it shipped all the way to Doha, Qatar, because her husband was not military. So I'm gonna do a little bit more research, Eileen, on that. Just not mentioning any names.
No, you're okay.
uh,
Called
just,
out.
just to make sure that there isn't a way around that. But just know that Europe is pretty comprehensive. So in most cases, you're going to be able to ship it or have it shipped from Europe to Europe. In other words, we have distribution spots. We have a distribution center in UK. I know. We have a distribution center in Australia. We have, do we have one in Singapore?
Yes, we do.
I think we
Yeah.
have a distribution in Singapore. Yes, because I remember thinking that when my brother lived in the Philippines, that he could get his stuff from Singapore, but it didn't work that way. He ended up having to get it from the United States, it having to go through customs, and customs charges were very high. Now we are in the Philippines. So Philippines has a distribution center there, and they can distribute right within country, which cuts costs by postage, but more importantly, it alleviates all that customs garbage. So this is just good to know if you have friends or family, or you've met somebody that's in another place. And you know, we're in China now, we're in Hong Kong, Indonesia, Japan. Go through this international if you have a question. And I think you're going to be enlightened. I think it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you want to talk about member resources?
Oh, this is a wealth of information under member resources. Okay, so as you can see at the top, you've got a couple big quick links for September's Level Up. And then you also have the oil that is 10 or what is that?
This is the product guide here.
Oh, okay. The new product guides are out.
Oh, 2020.
Yes, the brand.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I ordered 2 yesterday.
Ah.
Yes. So yes, our new product guides are out. 2021 product guides.
That's good news.
Yes, it is. So get your new product guides on hand, and they're the same price as they were before. So then you keep going down to the quick links. Dream 500, which that September is the last month for Dream 500. You may well want to see where you're at as far as points. Also, the Young Living Pay Portal. Oh, yeah. This is going to answer a lot of questions about your Pay Portal account. We've had a lot of different questions about this, and actually people that didn't get a check for a long time, we were wondering where their money was being held up at. And it's definitely in the Pay Portal. So you need to, if you've got paycheck issues, get into this area, do some homework, and empower yourself to find out what's going on with this. If this can't answer if this doesn't answer your question, then call Young Living at 800-371-3515. They will help you out or point you in the right direction, because you really need to make sure your pay is coming every month to the right place. And get it set up so it's either going direct deposit, or there's several different ways you can get paid now. But if you get it, once you get it set up, you'll never have to worry about it again, as long as you don't change your pay accounts.
Your method of payment.
Yes.
So the easiest way, if you want to make it easy on you and make it easy on everyone else, get direct deposit. If you're getting a check from Young Living, if you're making less than $25 a month right now with Young Living, then they're just going to credit your account, and you can use that on product. But if you're building a business and you have people ordering and you're getting commissions and bonuses, I'm highly recommending that you do direct deposit. The only people who don't do direct deposit are people who don't have a bank account. So what Young Living was doing was they were sending them credit cards, like debit cards.
Yes.
And except that there were many people who didn't know. They didn't know to ask. They didn't know where to go. And now we have this YL Pay portal. And it actually goes in and explains to you how to activate your portal. It says members will receive an activation email. Well, Yeah, and that's true. And if you don't have an email, which this is where I've had problems
Yes, me too.
with people who don't have a bank account, aren't going to do direct deposit, and oh, by the way, they don't have an email account.
Or they don't check their email.
Or they don't, yeah. Or this particular email went to spam. And then their checks stayed out there since March.
Mhm.
And they finally got paid in July because they had to go to the library, get on an email Treasury. It was just a nightmare. Now, if you're not going to do direct deposit, you'll have to go through this, but they've made it so much easier. Just look in your email for this activation email. It's called notifications@hyperwallet.com or do not reply at hyperwallet.com. And then it does tell you if it doesn't show up, check your spam and the like. So I'm just highly recommending all people, even if your business is not booming right now, I recommend that you sign up for direct deposit. Just get it out of the way. And then when you do start making a check, however much that might be, even if it's just your $50 check for making selling a premium starter kit, it'll go directly into your bank account. And oh, by the way, it goes there way faster. So we get paid most of the time anywhere from the 18th to the 22nd. And sometimes, depending if it lands on a weekend,
it comes earlier.
It'll come earlier. So this is really our recommendation, and I just want you to think seriously about that. Okay. So that was
those are two quick links.
Yeah.
Okay, so now under getting started, there are a lot of links here. You get the Rise. The first two are the Rise, and if you don't know what that is, it's Young Living set up or got the diamonds together and asked them to put a program together for all of us that aren't diamond that would like to excel in our business. And the diamonds put this Rise booklet together. It's a great training class. And we actually had a 3-month class on it every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning.
If you want to review that class, the Rise class, this is what we recommend. Number 1, download the Rise 90-Day Journey ebook. It's printable. You can download it on really nice paper and it'll turn out just like this. Or you can download it on regular paper, however you want to do it. Number 2, go to Facebook and type in Cristina Campbell space. So it's Cristina space Campbell space YL hyphen Rise. And you can go through all the training that we staged there for you with your homework and everything for 3 weeks. 3 weeks of training right there.
It was 3 months of training.
Oh, it was 3 months?
It was much more than 3 weeks.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was way more than 3 weeks.
We started like the first week in July and it ended.
And we did it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I think it ended the 3rd week of August. So it's probably 8 weeks, almost 8 weeks of training. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Gosh, it seemed like 3 weeks. I'm just teasing.
It seemed like forever.
It was great. It was really fun because we really dug into it. As we were teaching you, we were digging into it. And it went through everything from, we had some great quotations and how to build your vibe in your community, how to attract people, questions you should ask people. I think that this is a booklet that you should have on your desk and that you should review it daily because it's going to give you lists of things that you need to do in order for your IPAs. And IPAs stand for income producing activities. So what activities do I need to do? We need to create our awe-inspiring story, and all of that is in here. This was an excellent resource. Okay.
It really is. So those first links are all about Rise. And then the Silverbound training presentation is right there if you want to know about Silverbound. 90 Days of IPA, a calendar is right there for you to download and print. The digital 2020 digital toolkit is there. Strategic goal sheet. These are all tools for you as a leader or a new business builder that you can use, and they're right there. They're free. You don't have to spend money to learn how to do the business. Young Living has put it right there in our back office. Then we have a new member called Cheat Sheet. That's another great resource.
Let me show you that resource real quickly, just so that you can see, what we have out here. It goes through and tells you how to prepare for the call, during the call, introduce yourself, what to say, questions to ask, and finishing the call, and then a tip. And the tip here is, lives can get hectic and phone calls may not be the best form of communication. If this is the case with your new member, feel free to send an email or a text letting them know when you're available and that when needed. So it's just quick tips and encouragement and information and tools.
Okay, so as you can see, this getting started is all about business building and giving you some direction and tools to help you build your business. And then there's the getting started with CBD. There is getting started with essential oils. These are all printable versions and brochures that are free for you. You just print them out and you don't even need to print them out if you don't need to, but it's certainly helpful. Also, the checkout experience, frequently asked questions, share your story, and the international end of Young Living. So if you go back to the top now, we've got another section called Commission and Payments. There is your YL Pay portal, tells you a little bit about your pay, and direct deposit instructions, which we just talked about. It tells you how to get on direct deposit. Then you have forms and agreements, which are our policies and procedures, which are updated on a regular basis. And everybody that's a business builder, even when you're not, we all sign that we make an agreement to abide by the policies and procedures. And it's very important that you know what's in that policies and procedures, because you don't want to get yourself into a bind with Young Living, because they'll notify you if you're not within the policies and procedures. And they'll give you one chance, and the second chance is not pretty.
Well, and also, if you're a leader, if you're becoming a leader, if you're building a small team, people are going to ask you questions like, can I make products with Young Living and sell them at vendor fairs? Or, simple things like that. And policies and procedures specifically say, you will not repackage and resell Young Living products. You sell them in the package that comes from Young Living, either retail or wholesale. It's totally up to you. But some of these things, these rules and regulations, that's what policies and procedures are, need to be read by every distributor who's going to have anything to do with sharing the oils with anyone else, and understanding. You might want to know how to, how to change a sponsor.
Yeah.
And the policies and procedures will tell you that. So it's something that you need to review. I know it's legal schmeagle documentation, but at a minimum, review it and highlight those things that might.
And I actually got into it the other day with my policies and procedures, because I know that they've recently updated them again. And so I always want to know, what are the changes that they've just made? And I read almost the entire document, and I learned a lot by reading that. There was things in there I didn't really know. Like, they talk about what kind of emails you can use, and what kind of Facebook titles you can use, because you're not supposed to use Young Living in your Facebook title. Like, if you've got Young Living - your name, that's not illegal. That's not within our policies and procedures for Young Living. Only Young Living employees can use Young Living in their Facebook title. Also emails the same way. So you might want to take some time and read the policies and procedures.
I think it's very important. Yeah, you'll learn a lot.
Okay, the next one is membership agreement and essential rewards enrollment form. Those are awesome things to have on hand if you are building a business. You want a membership agreement where somebody that if they can't get online for some reason at that time, having an agreement with you and writing down the information so that they can, you can sign them up at a later date. It's a very important form. The other form is the essential reward form, and that's also a really good one to have. So there you go. That is the membership agreement right there, and rewards.
Yeah, that's
essential rewards enrollment form. Okay, the next one is sponsor change outside 30 days. That is a form that you need if somebody wants to change a sponsor and they're not within the first 30 days of their when they first enrolled. Yes. And then there's a compliance letter from Gary.
I do want to explain this sponsor change.
Go ahead. No, please do.
A little bit more. One of the things that we taught in the few weeks that we did, I think it was about 8 weeks that we did Launch Your Business.
Yes.
In Launch Your Business is structure and strategic placement. Now, if you don't have a large organization yet, and I'm talking about if you only have 2 or 3 people, then you're not concerned about strategic placement. But if you're beginning to build, or you have somebody underneath you that's beginning to build, you both want to be very, very aware, cognizant of strategic placement. If you have too many people on your first level, this is only going to hurt you. You never, ever, ever want more than 7 people on your first level. So maybe as you go down the road, you find that you have 10 people on your first level and 2 of them you'd like to put under another leg. You can do that because it's outside that 30-day window of when they enroll, but you have to get the approval of 3 people above you. In other words, your tiered upline, the person who enrolled you, the person who enrolled them, and the person that enrolled them. You have to get approval, and usually, especially in my organization, and I'm sure Sandy's as well, we always say, hey, you want to move? Move.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt us. It's not going to hurt you. You're probably doing some great strategic planning. So we sign that document, and it goes to resolutions, and it will cost $35 to move that person. Yep, it didn't used to do that, but the last 5 years, I think, or more, it might have been a little bit more, it's cost $35 to move a person. But if that person can help another person make rank, it's so worth it. That's the best $35 you'll ever spend. So if you need more guidance, Sandy and I are here for our groups to help you with that. And most of you who are on this call tonight are really not in that position yet. You're getting there, but you're not, you're not too worried about it. I just want you to be aware that this is something that you can do in the future. Okay, compliance.
Okay, and then under forms and agreements, we also have a compliance letter from Gary. So that's kind of neat that we still have that letter from Gary there. And the compensation plan highlights. So if you're have questions about the compensation plan, there's a great highlight document right there for you to print out and take a look at. And then the next category is blog links. Young Living has a blog, and I'm not sure if Gary Young's blog is still up or not. Let's check it.
Ew.
We might not going to want to go there.
You can check it on your computer, but right now Spectrum is saying I've got some kind of mail bot.
Yeah. So you might want to check out the blogs. You can copy and paste them or share them on your Facebook. But Young Living has a great blog.
It does.
So then under that you have events and promotions. if you're wanting to know what's going on in Young Living, what kind of events are being held, click that link. And then there underneath that is the monthly promotions. If you want to know what the promotions are for the month, click that link.
The nice thing about this is kind of a duplicate link. We had went through member news last week, and it's in there as well. And you're going to usually see whatever is, like you might see the monthly promotions up here at the top, right out the box in the beginning of the month, and September's level up, but and maybe even an event.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but this is a good place to get a review of all the events and the monthly promotions.
Okay, so then the next column up is product catalogs. And so you can click on the virtual 2021 product catalog right there and just view it if you want. Also, the Spanish product catalog is right there if you have any Spanish speaking people in your downline, or a Spanish friend. They can you can actually take a look at that. Now, they don't have access to it, but you do. The virtual holiday catalog, that'll be coming out in October. Ordering military kits, that's right there. That is a place that you can go to and find out how to order a military kit.
And it's really easy. If you're a military member or you have someone who is a military member, you simply order the kit like you would order any other kit, but make sure you put their APO or AFO in the address, and it'll get sent to the drop-off point in the United States, so they don't pay any extra shipping. I don't care where they are, if they're in Afghanistan, if they're in Iraq or Iran, it doesn't matter where they are, they get U.S. shipping prices. And it goes to an APO and it gets shipped there. I know, I'm military, so that's great.
That's very awesome. Then below that, we have product information, frequently asked questions, essential oil safety guide. Everybody needs to know about safe ways to use our oils. Talks about our product information about the Essential Rewards program, Essential Rewards frequently asked questions, FAQs are frequently asked questions. A diffuser comparison chart, which is really cool.
Yeah, I like that.
I really love it. It's a beautiful document.
It's a great thing to print off and even laminate. And if you're doing vendor fairs,
absolutely,
or you're having little one-on-one conversations and people want to know the diffusers that we have, you can show them this laminated, 8.5 by 11 sheet. And I've used this many times. And I can go through the diffusers like that. I like that.
I love it too. Below that is the out of stock list.
Oh, I got to bring that up.
That is
people need to know.
You need to know what's in stock and when. So here it looks different. Beginning to mid September is when. Okay, so it's telling you when these items are due to come back in stock. A lot of them are mid-September, it looks like. Thieves waterless hand sanitizer, mid to end of September. Dish soap, mid to end of September.
All of these foundations that we've been out of.
Yes.
Hand sanitizer. And then when it says no ETA, no estimated time of arrival, that means that they're having, usually it's because they're having supply constraints. They're not able to get certain maybe bits of what makes the whole thing, or they can't get the Rainstone diffuser from the.
Sometimes they're even reformulating Sometimes they're reformulating it. So,
but most of this, like if it's from a company that's making the diffusers for us, it could very well be COVID related as well, because you'll see the Aria diffuser, the Rainstone diffuser. These people are low personnel right now.
Correct.
And so they're not getting them made as
they're not essential.
Quickly.
A lot of those companies are not considered essential companies.
Now I believe that the bath gel and the
that stuff is
shampoo was already reformulated. So they update this once a week. And so we got the reformulation of the Kid Sense on Wednesday, which was yesterday. And this hadn't been updated since last Monday. So on next Mondays, you won't see the Kid Sense stuff on there or the animals. Well, there was some animal sense things, but I don't think it was the dental chew. Okay, so this is a different document than it used to look like.
It looks different, but there's a lot of great information on this document about out of stock products. So if somebody asks you, well, when's it coming back? You can take a look here.
Yeah, and please learn to do this for yourself. It's very, I want to help. Yeah, it's like Yukon is back in stock.
I would like to just say that right now is we're giving this training to empower you so that you learn what is available, what information is readily available to you as it is to us. And yeah, we can probably tell you quickly where to go find things, but it's very much, as somebody in Young Living, you need to know what's back here. Empower yourself to look for these things so that you know if somebody asks you the same question, you can be their source of information.
Yeah, you can tell them how to find it.
Yes.
Because what happens is, if you text me and you ask, is Clarity out of stock? I don't see it. Well, this is what I have to do. I have to go to my computer, fire it up, or my phone, fire it up, go to the out of stock list and bring it up and tell you. You can do that yourself. And I want to empower you to do that. Absolutely. Thank you, Sandy.
Okay, so below that we have the new shipping rates, and hopefully you all know anything over 100 PV is getting free shipping if you click the right place. Make sure you go to your shipping options and click free shipping.
I honestly, I have many people in my organization right now that are opting to pay the $9.99 a month because free shipping is going USPS.
Yes.
And because USPS is no longer going to be government owned, people are very concerned. And I know Sandy's probably concerned because she worked for the USPS for like 30
Well, and I wouldn't say it's not going to be government owned yet. They don't know that for sure yet. But, we don't know yet. But I still have a lot of confidence in the USPS.
It's just a little slow.
It's slow, just like actually UPS is slow. FedEx is slow right now. Yes, it's taking longer to get things delivered. But I'm a big fan of the USPS, and I love that. I love my mailman. He is a great guy, and I still have a lot of faith in the Postal Service.
So here's the difference between the economy shipping, that's the first mail option. It's going to go, Essential Rewards are going to go FedEx, USPS, DHL, or UPS. That is the economy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's free shipping. The next is standard, and that's going to cost you $9.99 for shipping. And so
is it worth an extra few days to ship it for $10?
Well, and the problem is that it could very well come USPS anyway.
Correct. Because UPS and FedEx drop ship their parcels to the dock at the post office.
It's called FedEx Smart Post.
Yes.
So, you just have to make your decision. And regardless of what carrier you use, the fact is during COVID, and I heard this from my Platinum line, during COVID, only one carrier is allowed to back up to the dock at Young Living at a time. Now, they may be getting a little more lax with this, but that was the last I heard, which means that it's taking a lot longer to get those packages loaded and left and to the
because normally their back dock is like the post office's back dock. I mean, there's 3 and 4 and 5 trucks at the main post office in St. Louis. There's 20 trucks that are backed up at the same time. And I know at Young Living, there's like 3 to 4 trucks backed up. But now through COVID, only one can be loaded at a time. So it's another one of the ways that things are being delayed through shipping. It's, something we're having to cope with right now.
Yeah, but it's all good, guys.
It
It's
is
all good. Okay, so that was our shipping rates. Then seed to seal.
Okay, so this takes you to another site. We have a great Seed to Seal website, and this link will take you to that site. You can look it up online. It's seedtoseal.com, I think, and it's a great website. Tells you about our farms and why Seed to Seal is so important to our business.
And these are links that once you get there, you can copy that URL and you can send it to other people, and it'll take them directly to the Seed to Seal site. So you're sharing education and information. This is a wonderful thing.
Okay, the last thing under there is the 2020 International Grand Convention product price list. So if you're wanting to know what got introduced at the convention this year, click that link, it'll tell you. And then the last part of this is video conferencing, working live video conferencing. And I believe this is the link that you can sign up for a reduced price on Zoom. Young Living has a great partnership with Zoom, and for $12.99 a month, and it's normally $14 or $15.99 a month, you can sign up here and you will have a lot of the wonderful benefits of Zoom training, having your own Zoom account.
All right.
And I'm going to turn it over to Cristina, and she's going to take it next.
Okay, other resource categories that we have down here is we have compensation plan. It just breaks it down. It's not a high overview. It gets in a little bit deeper, and it gives you the terms and definitions that I did not cover when I covered the compensation plan during the Launch Your Business sessions. I'm going to sneeze.
That's you. Look at the light. That'll help you.
The next thing is the business center. This is great if you're actually building a business like I am and Sandy is. I use TaxSpot, and I am 100% sold on TaxSpot. It's $5 a month, and it helps you to put all of your tax-related taxable, what am I trying to say? The things that are tax deductible in one place, and then you can print that off at the end of the year and give it to your tax man, and he can do your taxes from that. You can hook it up directly to your bank. So if you have a business account with a Young Living business account with your bank, maybe separate from your personal account, you can directly link that up, and every single transaction that you do on your bank will be uploaded as a tax deduction in TaxSpot. I like TaxSpot. Check it out. This is really, everything is tax deductible when you have a home-based business, whether it's time you spend at lunch with your girlfriends, or it's your own essential rewards order. That order is 100% tax deductible. Or if it's a portion of your home, the electricity, your cell phone, all of this is tax deductible. And Kenneth usually gives a class on taxes annually, usually at the first of the year. So make sure that you get in on that if we don't have that out on YouTube. Oily Tools is something that there's two additional programs that as a business builder, I feel is a must-have. Oily Tools is wonderful because it will actually, let me see if it gives an overview here. It will actually give you a projected pace of what you're going to make, the amount of money that you're going to make at the end of the month. You can download the app on your phone. I only check it on my phone. I don't check it on my computer, and I check it every morning. There's other things that it tells you. It tells you what percentage of people are on ER, what the average ER order is on your entire group. I mean, there's just 1,000 different things. So I don't know how much is.
When a member on your team enrolls somebody, you immediately get a message on your phone that, hey, you got a new member on your team, and then you get to look and see who enrolled somebody.
Oh, another thing I really, really like is when something comes in stock,
Yes.
You get an immediate alert.
Yes.
Something goes out of stock, it'll say OOS, and it'll tell me immediately. People are always, how do you know that it's in stock or out of stock? I said, I just got a message on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives you, it's not a text message, it's an alert. Yeah, it's a notification that is very, I like it because it's not a text.
I do too.
Yeah. So this just does a lot of different things. It has an algorithm built in that it hooks directly into your downline viewer. So it knows what your people are doing. It knows when they're ordering. It knows a lot of things. The other one that I use is called Oily Tools. Is this Oily Tools?
This is Oily Tools.
The other one I use is called Oily Trends.
Yes.
And I only use that, and probably don't recommend it to you guys right now, but I use it because it shows me top and roller like that.
Oh.
And it was just too cumbersome to try to figure out who was my top enroller. If I have 98 new enrollees for the month, who was the one who enrolled the most? I have to look at each one of them and find out who the enroller was, and it was just too tedious. This way, click of a, yeah. So you use the tools that you need to make your business run smoothly. And I usually recommend that executives and above have Oily Tools.
I agree.
Executives and above should have Oily Tools for sure. If you're not an executive yet, hold off. You'll know that it'll be out there when you're ready. The other things that there's just some social media stuff, some Facebook profile banners. There's also some digital tools that are out there. There's business resources here. Check these out. Basic computer security? I don't remember that.
That's a new one.
That's something new. Basic computer security.
Mm-hmm.
I guess this is a document. Oh, it's talking about social media. Don't post information that shows no one is at home.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just giving you some helpful tips.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
And that's because Young Living cares about you as humans, and what goes on in your life, and they want you to be safe. That's great. Yeah, these are just some PowerPoint templates that you can use. There's a Young Living Independent Distributor letterhead.
It's a beautiful letterhead.
Let's look at that real quick. So you can use this if you're sending a personal letter to anyone. That's nice. It's amazing what's out there.
I know.
We have our logos, our official Young Living Independent logo. If you need to put that on something, you can copy or save this logo. And of course, I put these in many places when I'm doing advertising.
Yeah. Because
it does say independent distributor, and that's what we are. That's a great logo if you were wondering where to get a professional logo. Current professional marketing tools. All promotional marketing materials have been moved to our new promotion warehouse. So
where's that at? Now that's new too.
That's brand new. So these are the promos. And right now, I think we're just seeing the flyers and graphics for that monthly promo.
Looks like it's the monthly promo. Copa by M. Grain.
Yep. Thieves
Purification. And the mini cooler, which looks really cute.
How big do you think that mini cooler
I think
is?
it's just a little lunch bag. It's really cute though.
You haven't got yours yet.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's like a little, for a sandwich and an apple.
Yeah. I think you can fit a bottle of water in there too. I think it'll be big enough to put a little bottle of water.
Okay, come back to me wherever you are. Okay. Virtual office training. Here's that video that you can go back to.
Mm-hmm.
How to redeem essential rewards points. I really want to talk about that tonight. There was someone in my organization, no names, but I happened to notice that she had 20 points that were going to expire September 15th. And one of the things that and I think she's on tonight. Yes, and I'm hoping that she's getting this because I didn't have time to text her. one of the things she stated in her text was, I didn't know that any points expired. Points are only good for 1 year. If you don't use them, you lose them. Now, if you cash in your points, they will take the oldest points first.
Correct.
So that means that maybe she hadn't cashed in points in a while. And if she needs help cashing in those points, I want her to know that I'm here for her. I will help you to cash in those points, but you need to cash in at least 20 PV.
Yes.
Buy something. But, 100 PV gets you free shipping, but 20 PV, you might have to pay shipping on it. Depending on what it is, will depend on it. Shipping starts at $6.99, and then it goes up from there.
Yeah, usually when you're redeeming your points, that's the one thing you are going to have to pay is shipping. You can't get free shipping on not spending anything. So when you're redeeming points, you aren't spending anything.
Right.
So you will have to pay shipping on that, but it's minimal.
So the question might come up, well, how do I redeem points? All you do is go into a quick order. We call it shop now. It's on the left-hand side here. It's shop. And you make an order. And you have an option. There's a drop-down option in there.
When you're checking out.
When you're checking out, not until you're checking out and you're going to the method of payment. The drop-down issue, it says, use Essential Rewards points. And that's what you want to do. Now, if you're calling in, all you have to do is say, can I use, if you're doing any kind of quick order, can I use my Essential Rewards on this order? And they'll say absolutely, or not on this particular item. For example, diffusers do not allow you to use Essential Rewards points, but most product does. So unless it's one of those products that it's going out of stock, or it's limit of one, or
the PV needs to match the dollar amount of the product.
So Rose is one that doesn't.
Rose the PV does not match the dollar amount of that product, and so Rose is one of those items you cannot use your points on. The same way with the diffusers, the dollar amount does not match the PV. So
and any accessories, like
yes,
bottles or anything that's an accessory, because it doesn't have PV, capsules, it doesn't have PV, you can't use your Essential Rewards points on it. But most product you can. Okay, managing your organization. So there's some training under here. And that might be worthy of all of us to look at in the future.
I'm going to go back and look at some of this.
Yeah, my account tour, placing an order, it's all here, folks. You just don't know it because you haven't really gone through your back office. New virtual office enrollment screenshots and direct deposit instructions for U.S. members. You're going to find that under there. Add the enrollment training video to your website. To display the enrollment training video on your website, copy the code displayed below and enter it into your website. Well, this might also, look at this video, guys, and determine whether or not you think this is a great video to maybe send to your new members so that they don't have to find it, but they'll have it right there at their fingertips. This is something you can do. Okay, there is some shareable media out there. It's basically Instagram type media that, pictures, and I liked the one on Cassia versus Cinnamon.
I did too.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out here now. Mine aren't, the pictures aren't coming up, but you can surely go on your own time and look at those pictures. Virtual office training, Elite Express.
That's the next step from Silverbound, isn't it?
No, I think
we don't even have Elite. Yeah,
this is done.
Yeah, we don't have Elite Express anymore.
I think this is finished. They still have it out there, but they probably just haven't cleaned it up.
Yeah.
International policies and procedures are here, and product education.
What's Young Living Central?
I'll go back to that.
Okay, all right.
Under product education, many people wonder where they can get PowerPoint presentations. And there had been There had been a couple of PowerPoint presentations under here before.
Under presentation.
Oh yes, there's one
There we go.
Introduction to Young Living, the Master Formula presentation, Safe Use of Oils, Seed to Seal, and the Gentle Mist Diffuser.
Oh, I like them.
They're very short and sweet, very compliant, of course.
Yep.
But you know, if you're teaching somebody new, these are another little resource. There are some pips. I love pips.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we've lovingly called these pips for 20 years. We have had pips on product for 20 years. They are product information pages. And you may not even be aware that these are out here. And we're probably gonna close here pretty soon because I think it's after 8. Nope, we're good. The product information pages have changed. So you can go to any of these products, and let's go to blending sponge, for example.
Let's do that.
You can click on blending sponge on the product information page, and it's going to give you a printable page. And so if you're having a class, or especially like a makeup class, and people want to know more about the blending sponge, maybe they're not going to purchase it right there. You can give them this beautiful one-page color product information. So let's do their foundation.
Yes.
So Savvy Mineral Liquid Concealer. This is the concealer. Excuse me.
That.
And it tells you that different colors, the benefits, and it tells you what they're made out of, the ingredients, everything is right there, and then complementary products. And you can print this back to back. So I want you to go out. We literally have hundreds and hundreds of pips. And so anything that you want to print off and share with somebody, say somebody was having hormone issues and you wanted to give them, this is an old bottle, but you wanted to give them a product information page on Progestins Plus. You could do that. You could even send this in as a document.
Absolutely.
In an email. It's a PDF. So
and they're compliant. That's the beautiful part of it, is they are telling you in a very compliant way and sharing with you how you can share the information of our products.
And it has the key ingredients, the benefits and features, and things like it's vegan friendly, it's formulated without parabens and all of that. I love these pips.
I do too.
I'll tell you, in the beginning when I was first building my business, I still have some of the original pips.
I do too.
And I have them in a 3-ring binder, and I will probably save them forever. People will find them after I die and say, "What? Why did you keep these?" Because they were originals and they had great information on them.
They did.
And I have learned a lot of information about specific products because of these pips. So if you don't know, say, about Live Your Passion Essential Oil Blend, you can look at it in the EODR, or you can look at it from a pip. And a pip is going to be a really great way to get it in your mind.
And it's a great way to share with somebody. You can send it to them.
Yeah, great way to share. Okay, so check out the pips or the product information pages. There are some usage cards out here on different oils, not a whole lot. They just tell you, you can print these off. That we used to get these in our kits.
I know.
Or not in our kits,
I've got a big deck of
ERs.
them.
I used to put them in welcome letters and things, and I still have a stack of them. But if you were printing postcards, you could easily print this now. This has been changed at Idaho Grand Fur.
Yes.
I don't know if they're going to update these or not, but it's out there. Okay, so that was back to product education. Spring launches are over with. Yeah, there's still some old stuff out there.
So that's really, you're seeing some old stuff in the office here. You can expect that a lot of this is going to be changing in the next few weeks. They are updating the virtual office, and a lot of this stuff that's old will no longer be
they'll
available.
clean it up.
They're going to be cleaning it up.
Do you know much about Wild Central?
No, I don't know that much.
I know I've been out here. It says, welcome to Young Living Central. And it says that this is just a place where you're going to learn about Young Living. I've been out here and I've looked at this video. It isn't very long either. It's not very long at all.
No, 1 minute and 17 seconds, it looks like.
Yeah. It tells you about how to learn about essential oils, essential oil blends. There's some graphics. These graphics don't do well on PowerPoint presentations. They're too long.
Yeah.
And they don't print well on a 9.5 by 11. But you can share them on Facebook or Twitter or Pinterest. And that's, I think, really what they were made for.
Yeah, that is what they're made for, is for you to share.
Yeah. So it just goes through different products, home and dive deeper. And some of this stuff is has not been updated. So I'm looking to see this stuff being updated quite a bit in the new rollout.
Me too.
All right, guys, it is 8 o'clock. I want to ask if you guys have any specific questions on anything we covered, or maybe there was something that we didn't cover that you would like some enlightenment on. There's a lot of stuff out here, isn't there? Pretty amazing.
It's fun to just go through and click around and see what's all back there. Sometimes you're going to forget where you found something too. I've had that happen to me, where I forgot the link and how to get there.
Yeah. You have to kind of go through it over and over again.
Yeah, you do. You really got to teach yourself how to use this and what's actually back here, because there's a lot of great stuff back here. If you're needing our logo for business cards or a letterhead, it's a great place to get all that stuff.
One thing maybe we'll cover just before we sign off tonight, and that is Link Builder.
Yes.
Did we talk about that last week?
A little bit.
So Link Builder is when you have an email that you want to send to somebody and maybe you don't have a website yet, and you want them to enroll with your enroller ID and sponsor ID. You copy this link just like that, and you can paste it in anything. So if I go to I'm just going to bring up Gary's pain formula here, a document.
We need to keep that. Is that Gary? Oh my God.
and you put it in a text or a document. And of course, if you want Gary's pain formula, we'll copy that and paste it in here for you. She says she doesn't have that. I thought everybody had Gary's pain formula. Let me put this in chat.
I'm writing as fast as I can.
I just sent this to somebody because she's having surgery this weekend. Yeah, Gary used this on me. Oh my goodness. So just copy it and put it in a document real quick, or stick it in a notepad or whatever you've got. But anyway, so you can copy this link, that's what we were talking about, and put it in an email or a text or anything. And when they click on it, it will go directly to Young Living. It will go to member sign up, and it will automatically fill in your member ID.
It's called Gary's pain formula.
I tried adding the
FYI, this is not
Instagram
compliant,
page, but it wouldn't work. I think the link is too long for Instagram, but it's great for sharing. Okay, Eileen, thank you for that information. I'm not as Instagram savvy as you are.
Where is the link? I don't see it on the chat.
I'm sorry?
Didn't you post the link on the chat?
No.
Everybody has a different link.
No, I don't want to post my link, because if you send my link to somebody, they're going to sign up under me and not under you. That would not be good.
No, for Gary's pain management. I thought you were posting that on chat.
Oh, I posted the formula. Yes, I did.
Oh, now it's come up. Okay,
got it. Oh, sorry, I didn't hit enter. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you for keeping me honest. Who knew?
Thank you.
She wrote it
I
down.
did.
Yeah, sorry, didn't. Yeah, well, we got an added bonus there. We got Gary's pain formula as an added
Woohoo!
bonus. Yeah, and they probably couldn't even see this document because I'm sharing the screen to, to here and
Oh,
not
yeah.
the document. So you
Okay.
didn't see me copy and paste it anyway. All right. So that's it. Great. Did everybody get that pain formula? I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to stop recording. Oh, go ahead.
Did any of you find this helpful? And did you learn anything about what's in your